What's up, dude? What's up, dude? Welcome back to Duty's Daggers. It's Friday for me. I don't know what day it is for you. Hope you're having a good day, whatever time or day it is for you. Hopefully you're having a good one. We got an unboxing today. Let me get some light in here. Wabam. We got an unboxing today. This is a knife that is being passed around to some reviewers to check out, so I didn't buy this knife. It's just a knife that's being circulated around for us, some of us channels to check out and do reviews on. So, very excited. I know what it is, but you don't. So let's get into it. First of all, if you haven't subscribed, please do it. And follow me on Instagram, duties_daggers, if you would, please. Thank you. And go ahead and like the video, you know? Why not? So, all right. Here we are. Is there a label on the bottom? No. Okay. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. Okay, I see some titanium. I see an inlay. Oh gosh, is that... Oh man. I haven't seen this particular knife, so I don't know what version it is. Oh man. Oh, that copper carbon fiber looks so good. Oh boy, that looks really nice. So this is the Tuya NV4. I've never had the privilege of checking out any of the NVs, but apparently this is the fourth one. Man, that looks nice. Really, really, really nice. The copper is shinier than I have seen on other similar materials. So we got an inlay on both sides, a smaller one on the lock side. I think that's really cool how they did that. They could have just left this side just titanium, you know, that would definitely be easier. But they decided to put a little piece over here. I think it looks really nice. Titanium clip that I actually really like. Nice small clip. Love that. Thumb stud only. Here we go. Oh, baby. Gosh, I really like this knife already. We got a sheep's foot blade, really nicely polished. Kind of a highly reflective belt satin. What's the blade steel? S90V. Oh, dude, I really like this. Perfectly centered. Excellent detent. Very smooth. Gosh, dude. I wasn't expecting to like this so much. This is excellent, man. Wow. So I just happen to have another Tuya here. This is the Skelton Blade Works Caladan. Designed by Jim Skelton, but made by Tuya. And this was my first time experiencing a Tuya. You can see how we have the same emblem here. That's the Tuya emblem. This is S90V as well. I just filmed the review of this guy. Not a huge fan of the design, but I could tell it was built really well. And same goes for this one, man. Tuya, apparently, and I don't know a whole lot about them, but apparently they know what they're doing. This is very nice. Lock by access is great. Let's see what you got right there. Sharpening choil, plunge grind, pretty bad, actually. You can see, yeah. That edge bevel is already getting thick right there. So you can see the next time that you sharpen, it's going to get even thicker. The edge termination, where your edge ends, which is right there, is already in this thick portion where we start sloping up, where the plunge grind begins. So that's not great. But man, everything else looks really, really nice. Backspacer and lanyard loop. Man, that inlay looks good. Gosh. I love how they do these little cutouts for the hardware. I think that just looks so good. The pocket clip is off of the lock bar. Really nice blade shape. Kind of just it's a pretty simple sheep's foot. It just looks good though. I like this swedge up here. Flat ground. Feels not super thin behind the edge, but thin enough. We'll measure it here in a second. Rock solid, baby. I like these thumb studs too. These are a little bit different. Yeah, those are not super, common looking thumb studs. I like them. They kind of just look like just round stock that they milled these two lines into and then kind of domed them a little bit. I definitely don't feel like I'm going to slip off. Reverse flick is good. Yeah, this is comfortable too. We got this little kind of a swell right here and a little kind of a hook down to kind of lock you in there. Easily get a full grip on this baby. There's not a super pronounced choke up spot, but you can choke up right here if you want to. It's actually not that bad, ergonomics wise. Very little jimping, just a tiny bit right there, and it's really not grippy at all. So that might as well not even be there, to be honest with you. No jimping on the lock bar either, but that's not needed because the access is really good. Yeah, this is sweet, dude. I wonder how much this was. Probably like, if I were to guess, I'd say like over $300. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe, it could be less though. I'll put a link to it down below. It'll take you right to it if you're interested. Very smooth. I kind of like how it looks closed too. I don't know. I kind of like how you can see a lot of the blade right there. I think that's kind of neat. This is a good looking knife, dude. I'm gonna have to do a little research and see what the other Envies looked like. I don't remember them looking similar at all. I don't know if all the Envies are supposed to look similar or if they're all completely different or what the deal is. I just don't know. I'll have to look it up. I really like the reflective belt satin. That looks really nice. So it's just a belt satin finish, but they must have taken it up to a higher grit belt. Just looks sweet, dude. Gosh. Man, I wonder if this is still available. If it was a pre-order or something, I'm kind of sad that I missed out on it. I'm really liking this. Let's measure the thickness behind the edge. It doesn't feel that thin, actually. But we'll see here. We may be surprised. $20 thousandths. 20 thousand. So it's not quite as bad as I thought it was. 20 is still relatively thick, but to me that's still acceptable for an EDC knife of this size. 20 though is kind of the maximum of what I like to see in an EDC pocket knife. There are pocket knives that are much thicker, like the Benchmade Grip Chilean is an example of one of them that's like almost 30 thousandths. It's like 28, I think. So 20 is, I think, on the thicker side of acceptable for an EDC knife. I'd be fine with it, Man, this just feels nice to flick, I mean. Great detent. And I am putting accidentally a little bit of pressure on the lock bar. It's not locking me out, which is great. You don't have to be super careful about where your fingers are over here. I mean, look, it's popping out so easy. Oops. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Cool. Well, I will ask and see what type of testing I can do with this. Probably just very light use, I would imagine. So since it's not mine, I probably won't do a full cut test video. But I'll carry it for, you know, I don't know, a good week or so. Kind of, I may not carry it every single day of the week, but I'll carry it a few times. Cut some light stuff with it. Be careful not to scratch it, and kind of just spend some time with it, and then do a full review. Or at least, I don't know, it'd be more like an overview. For these knives that aren't mine, and I don't get to fully test them, I guess I really am calling them overviews rather than reviews. You know what I mean? Because I'm really not getting to do everything I would like to be able to do a full in-depth review like I do with most knives. So it'll be an overview, but there'll definitely be a video going over this knife in more detail coming up soon. And yeah, very cool, man. Very, very cool. You know, my Devo knives stout, I think, had very similar carbon fiber. There was copper in it. This looks a little different, though. And the copper in it looks a little more shiny than it was on the stout. I don't have the stout in front of me right now because I sold it, but I don't know. This just looks a little shinier. The stout looked really nice, too, but this just looks a little shinier. I don't know. I really like it, man. Really, really like it. I would love a knife with this kind of copper carbon fiber. If there's a specific name for this, let me know in the comments. If it's like, I don't know. I don't know much about carbon fiber. Is it fat carbon? Is it like, I don't know. There's a bunch of different names. I don't really understand what the deal is. But yeah, thanks for watching, dudes. Just a quick unboxing of the Tuya NV4. There we go. Thanks you for liking the video. Thank you for liking the video. And I'll see you in the next one, dudes. Later.